All right, guys. Been using the excavator a bunch recently, and I kind of broke this light right here, and I kind of made a mess trying to glue it back together. It was kind of stupid, but yeah, didn't go so well. So let's see if we can fix it real quick. All right, so here's what we got to work with. So kind of bought some, like a little electrical kit kind of thing. So I got me a cordless heat gun, some big zip ties for stuff. Actually, that don't blow away. Some big zip ties. We're gonna see if I can mount a couple of these levels in the cab to kind of help with the grading a little bit. It's not gonna be perfect, but it'll help a little bit. I got myself a crimper, and this is a wire stripper too, but I got me a little bit better of a wire stripper. Got another crimper and cutter. This is the wire strippers I like to actually pull it and strip it properly. Then I got a bunch of, make sure that bag don't blow away. Got a bunch of shrink wrap. So hopefully this is all we need. I got some connections, and then these lights come with connections, so we're gonna splice some wires and whatnot, so and see if we can make it work. But anyway, let's get into it, see what we can do. All right, so to kind of get the gist of what happened here. So as y'all know, if y'all watched my previous videos, I've been using this thing a lot. Bought it in March. It's already got almost 80 hours on it, and I was clearing some brush for a customer, and they just don't guard these things well, and the stick went up in there and basically broke all the plastic. So my plan is we'll take this out and we'll splice some wires. I'm hoping only there's two, which it looks like there may only be two. I don't know for sure. Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe we'll get lucky. So I'm gonna replace this light with some spares I got that I was gonna put on one of my mowers that I didn't. And this is the light in question. It's just a LED light, and it should fit pretty good in there. There's also some spots up there to put some too, so I don't think I'll do that today, but this is the main objective here. So I'll kind of get y'all set up on the tripod and let's dig into it. All right, so first we're gonna take the light off, and the bolt on this end right here is a 1/2 inch. So let's take that off. All right, and there's the ground. I don't really need the housing anymore, so I'll just kind of put this stuff down here. But, and it looks like we only got 2 wires, which is good. Works out great. So I'm gonna take my cutters. I'm just gonna cut it right here, and we can chuck this light. And all this white stuff's glue. It's not generally on there. That was my bad from when I was trying to prepare this with glue. But yeah, so we can kind of peel this back a little bit. Let's see if I can cut a little bit off. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm literally just gonna splice them together with shrink wrap, so y'all can see this here. I'm just barely nicking this cover. And I'm not the greatest electrician, so I'm still learning a bunch of this stuff. But just trying not to nick the wires. It may be better if I did it this way. Yeah. So kind of go at the end. I can kind of peel back. We don't really got to worry about saving this because we got shrink wrap, so we just need to splice these wires together. And probably the hardest part is tearing back this cover, so just kind of nicking at it the best I can without nicking the wire. I don't really have a knife on me, which is kind of dumb, but yeah, there we go. Just drop that down there for now. So you can see you got a lot more wire exposed where I can strip it. Like I said, I'm not worried about this stuff I'm ripping off because we got shrink wrap. So I'll just honestly cut the rest of this excess off here. Not to cut the fingers off. So now we're left with positive and negative wire, and that works out great. So we got a positive and negative wire here. Now these are copper and this is like aluminum. I don't know if that's bad or not, but we're gonna test it out as long as it doesn't short. All right, so we gotta get our shrink wrap on here before we splice the wires to the Kubota. So I cut that one, I crimped, but I forgot to put the shrink wrap on, so let's go and do that. And we got all the different sizes. And it's probably to do both wires. I'm gonna see if 1/4 inch works. Go over both. So I'm gonna try and fit these over. And this is to the light. May need bigger, I don't know yet. This stupid sticker thing's in the way. Let's see if I can get that off real quick. Alright, so that fits over. I don't know if it's gonna fit over this, but we'll see. We'll pray at least. So getting another one of these crimper connectors here. So I already got one on the negative side to the light. We just need to strip this wire and crimp it to the positive on this end and the positive on this end first. Pocket. So got our wire stripper. And this is gonna go in the smallest size. Not that one. This one here. And it didn't do it right. Still didn't do it right. They actually pulled it off the wire, so. Okay, what the heck. This literally worked 5 minutes ago. Alright. Okay, what the heck. Alright, so we're gonna try this size over here. 18 to 16. Okay, that one did it. I only did a little bit though, we need a little bit more. Okay, that'll work. So we're gonna get the crimping rod. That's in my pocket somewhere. All right. That's what our crimper looks like. So that inserts in there. Crimp it. So it won't come out. That means we got it. And we already got our negative crimped. So now we just need to strip this positive in. And since this is on the Kubota, it's a little bit bigger than what is on the light. It's going to be the second hole if it works this time. So we'll peel back this stuff a little bit more if we can. All right, so that's all I need. Now I can start binding these two together. So I got that end. Gonna hold it. Make sure it's in all the way. Make sure it's on the right wire, which it is. And crimp it. While I do the end, try to make sure you always get the end part. Like that. See, it won't come out. Then we got the negative on the Kubota's end. And the wire came a little undone. Just kind of round it off. Put that in. These fit a lot snugger, which helps a lot. Start crimping on the end. And these you can kind of feel they're a bit thicker, which helps hold it in more. So then I got these two wires, they're all connected. We'll see if the light works real quick. It does. So now we're gonna shrink wrap these two together. So we have a little bit of slack in one wire, which is fine. We'll just see if we can Put the shrink wrap over it. Like I said, I'm not the best at wiring, so I'm not really going to do too great of a job here, but it's okay. I don't know if the shrink wrap's going to fit over it, which it's probably not. Which, yeah, I don't know how the heck I'm going to get that on there. Yeah, so this shrink wrap's not going to fit, which kind of sucks. So until we figure that out, we're going to cut until we get that fixed. All right, so put our shrink wrap on, and as you can see, we turn on the machine here, the light works. So we're gonna heat this up and shrink the shrink wrap with this DeWalt heat gun I got today. So put her on high, kind of go back and forth. See, she's shrinking. This helps protect it from all the weather and such. Definitely want to make sure you hit the ends, that way it's all in close and no water gets in it. You can see all the outlines of our handiwork we did. Looks a little rough, but it's all good. And I think we're good. So now we can get on to mounting the light. Also want to make sure our ground is put on as well. So I'll take this off and figure out how to mount this bad boy. So we have an Allen bolt down here. Thinking we can take this spacer off and just undo the Allen bolt, and should be enough to where I can fit it on there. But I'll go get some Aller keys and we'll be right back. All right guys, so we got all the wires in place and we mounted our light. So all we did was we got some female and male connectors that we connected them with. We put the shrink wrap over, and then we just put on our light mount on it, and you can see it works, everything. We'll turn the key on here and show you. Kind of show it in action too, since it's no light, but there's the light, and we can adjust it too, but it's much brighter than the old one was. But before we do that, I'm gonna get these levels here. So I got 2 of them. I'm gonna zip tie them on the cab on 2 different ways to help with grading. Now it's not gonna be a perfect like grade thing, like a grade computer like you'll find on a skid steer or something, but it'll kind of help me out and kind of guide me on how my like grade is when I'm doing like slopes, making sure I'm level when I'm smoothing stuff out. So I'm just taking some weather grade zip ties. I'm just zip tying these on there, and these are just cheap levels that you can get at Lowe's for like $8. Kind of come up here. You can see that's pretty easy to do. There's 2 zip ties. Don't really have to worry about the pitch, just as long as this middle one here is good, and that's how we're going to be using it. So this will be able to tell your level from left to right from your blade, and then we're going to do another one right here. Of course, we'll take this cardboard off. Do another one like right here, probably on this end. I just got to find a place to put it because there seems to be some stuff in the way, like that weld. So let me figure out a place to put this real quick and we'll get. All right, so we got the second level on here. Now I'm gonna be reading off of this bubble right here. Now it's not level right now because the bucket has picked up the excavator on one end, and also we are on the most even ground as well. But the good thing with this is, so the higher up you put your level on this machine, the more sensitive it's going to be with leveling, because higher level is on a pitch, the higher off it will be. So if this is level when I'm grading, then I know the ground that I'm leveling is pretty dang level. Now also I can use this to help gauge what kind of slope I'm doing as well. So if I'm wanting to make a consistent slope, I can try to keep that bubble in the middle of one line as well as this one here. So there's a bunch of different readings you can do with these. Now, like I said before, this isn't a perfect like gauge for leveling, but it'll help you give a good idea to help make sure that your machine is level while trying to level with something like this. So I'll see how it works, and I'll get some videos out there for y'all, kind of showing y'all this in action. So, but I'm gonna throw away all this trash, and then we'll start the excavator up and show y'all it running and testing out the light and stuff. So we'll get back to you when we do that. All right, guys, gonna start up this excavator and show you the light real quick. Guys, thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I can give you guys some footage of the excavator I work on the next job I do with it, and hopefully y'all learn something with this video, and don't take my electrical advice as well. Thanks.